Hey everybody, I'm Norris. It is November 7th, and this is the Norris Group's Real Estate Headline Roundup in 2. Spending on construction was down for the second month in a row, having decreased by 0.4% in September. 44% of foreclosures completed over the year were primarily in 5 states: Florida, Texas, California, Michigan, and Georgia. The amount of mortgage credit available decreased again in October by 2.5%, down to 113.2, thought to be largely related to REO financing programs going away. Mortgage rates increased, with 30-year rates now at a little over 4% at 4.02 and 15-year rates at 3.21%, still really low. And home prices increased in 73% of metropolitan areas in the U.S. in the third quarter. A new National Association of Realtors reports this week shows that first-time homeowners have dropped significantly, down to a 30-year low. 33% of home purchases this year are from first-time buyers, down from 38% last year, and a running average of 40%. Would-be buyers are having difficulty with higher prices, an unsure economy, and tight lending. Of course, the National Association of Realtors predicts home sales will fall for this year for the first time since 2010. Zillow reports that the U.S. may have lost over 5 million households due to doubling up. Rising costs outweighing income has forced many adults to live with family or seek roommates. The number of Americans living with roommates or their parents increased to almost 33%, up from 27.4%, and that's just from 2012. Zillow chief economist Stan Humphries said the increase in doubled up households is primary reason for a lack of home sales and illustration of a weak economy. However, on a positive note, this is primarily only in areas like California and Florida, where rent is higher than income. Freddie Mac's net income for the third quarter increased to $2.1 billion, and this is Freddie's 12th positive quarter in a row. Fannie Mae's net income for the third quarter was $3.9 billion, and a positive net worth of $6.4 billion at the end of September. The state of the GSEs looks even better because the quarter also ended with the lowest delinquency rates in 5 years. High net interest income, lower derivatives costs, and high income from legal settlements, surprise, have all driven the turnaround. Is it time to do away with the FICO score? Consumers are so easily confused. The scores may vary by agency to agency, and the newest FICO 9 model isn't even used by lenders yet, as they're still stuck on FICO 4. I didn't even know there were models. Rumors has it that at the MBA conference back in October, during SJREI Real Estate, FHFA Director Mel Watts ran into VantageScore, who has a new model that they're pushing, and they said that they were possibly going to meet. It accounts for things like rent and utility payments, 24 months of consumer payment history, and credit union history, which is not currently part of the FICO score. FICO officials say they welcome the competition, and their model has been used since the GSE since back in 1989. Bring it on. Mobile is going big with a younger generation of buyers. Why they might be a little bit slower to market as homeowners, it's important to understand their trends. 43% start online as their first step in buying process and looking at properties they're thinking about buying. 50% of buyers use mobile sites for their searches or applications during the process. But no worries, 89% of buyers think agents are still very useful and are part of the buying process. The Los Angeles City Council could vote as soon as next week to tack on more fees to lenders who are dealing with foreclosures. The council might vote as early as the 12th, adding a required $365 inspection fee due immediately upon foreclosure, or the lender could be subject to a daily fine of $250 a day. This is on top of an already required annual registration fee of $155 for any foreclosures in the Los Angeles area. We're leaving a link to the proposed ordinance and ways to contact the LA City Council on our blog. If you would like to call them and say, hey, enough is enough, the penalty phase must end, you can go ahead and do so. That's it for the headlines. There are quite a few today, but there are many more actually on our blog at thenorrisgroup.com/blog. Up on the radio show this week, we continue to air SJREI Real Estate. We raised over $90,000 with your help, and you could even watch the entire video on SJREIrealestate.com if you so choose. November 11th through 13th, that's just next week, we're going to be doing our very last property buying boot camp of the year. You can also call Diana Barley if you're interested in possibly coming next year. We already have planned our market timing seminar January 31st. Look for information on the website next week. We are launching a brand new talk with the San Diego Creative Investors Association. We'll be down in San Diego on December 9th, launching Discovering How to Make $100,000 per deal in 2015, and at the 10th we're going to be at the Pasadena LA area doing the same talk. Information is on our website and should be on SDCIA's and LA REIA's shortly. With that, if you'd like more information on our hard money lending programs that was recently updated, you can get as low as 9.9% on fix to flip loans. Check out thenorrisgroup.com for more information on fix and flip, buy and hold, and new construction, new lower rates and possible lower points. Check that out. Or if you want more information on passive investing with trustees, check out tngtrustees.com. With that, have a fantastic weekend, and we'll see you next week.